Hello guys, it's 2:30 here. It's 4 a.m. in the morning in Islamabad, Pakistan. Still glued to the laptop screen waiting for any news to come out of Serena Hotel. And as I was waiting, I thought, why not make a quick video on what I think could come out of these talks. And I'm doing this just before I sleep and put the laptop down as well. So it's going to be no edits, no post-production, nothing. So you'll have to excuse the quality on this video. Anyways, I want to talk about the likely conclusions if any agreement is to be expected from the talks. I'm not saying that it's going to happen today or tomorrow or maybe a fortnight from today. But what I feel is we have to necessarily begin with the four non-negotiables presented by Iran. The first one being full sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. Second, complete war reparations by the aggressor being the United States. Third, unconditional release of blocked assets. And fourth, a durable ceasefire across the entire Western Asian region. Now, these were the four non-negotiables presented by Iran, but I do feel like they're going to be renegotiated, and I think the first one that's going to be renegotiated is full sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. I think it's most likely going to conclude in the development of a regional consortium observed by the United States, which will oversee maritime transit through the strait. Transit through the strait will be taxed, with the bulk of the revenue dedicated to Iran's reconstruction instead of war reparations being paid by the United States. The rest of the tax is going to be redistributed among regional allies which suffered or were affected by the war. I think it's essentially important because A, it helps save the United States face in the international arena by not paying reparations, which I think has that connotation attached to it that you're to blame for anything. And second, I think it's very important because it also helps the United States maintain itself as a reliable regional ally, not a party that basically just leaves you stranded essentially. The second thing that I think is going to be renegotiated is the frozen assets. Now, frozen assets are, I think, going to be released after being cost adjusted for the cost of war to the United States. I think this gives Trump with a face saving again and affords them with the rhetoric that we made Iran pay for the war that we waged against it. And we all know how much he would enjoy it. But at the same time, I think it is a concession to Iran as well, even though not to say like it is a concession all out, but I think it's some sort of concession. And considering that the two parties are on the table negotiating, I think this could possibly be a likely conclusion. And let me know if you guys agree with this. On the other 2 points presented by Iran as non-negotiables, I do think that they're non-negotiables, but for that, I think you'd need more extensive debate, not just 1 or 2 days, and you could possibly see a conclusion on that maybe a fortnight from now. But I do feel like the first two things that I mentioned as possibly something that is going to be renegotiated, I think that's going to be the Strait of Hormuz and the frozen assets. And for more detailed discussions on the 10-point plan or whatever took place in the talks, I think we'd have to wait. So let's hope for the best, and I'll see you very soon. Allah Hafiz.